grossi di loro, cioè. Pensarci è una cosa pazzesca.
At number 10, when a bronzed huntsman takes on a slender-necked mantis,
Un ragno.
one of them will be down for the count. The slender-necked mantis has all the moves and the killer instinct of a cage fighter.
Quello che gli sta vicino non si preoccupa che potrebbe essere.
In the blink of an eye, long raptorial arms, lined with needle-like knuckle dusters, land killer punches. But the mantid is about to trade blows with another tough guy. The bronzed huntsman spider is a hit-and-run hunter. It has 8 eyes, arranged in 2 rows of 4. But this street fighter hunts less by eyesight and more from the faintest telltale movement of air.
Huntsman legs are covered with sensors that are very, very attuned to vibrations.
The huntsman has huge fangs and potent venom. The mantis bristles with deadly spikes and rips opponents to pieces with razor-sharp mandibles. Who'll survive this fight? Both bugs are locked eye to eye in a monster stare down. The mantis
Come fa a
makes the
vincere la
first
mantis
move,
contro quello?
advancing boldly up the leaf.
That is real commitment. But whether it's brave or foolish,
With its guard up, the mantis is rocked by a lightning 1-2 combination.
Come fa?
The sparring continues.
Ah, volete fare bet? Vai, fate le bet. Facciamo le bet. Avvia pronostico. Chi vince? Ragno, mantide. 1 minuto per bettare, vai. Vai. 1 minuto per bettare. Vi ricordo che potete modificare la vostra size di bet mettendo modifica sul voto, eh. Bettate, bettate. Bettate pure, bettate pure. C'è il signor Giappone che ha messo 20k sulla mantide. Mentre di là il più grande è Affable che ha messo 5k punti. Adesso è Capitan Foxy che ha messo 20.000 punti sul ragno invece. Attenzione, stanno salendo. Giove ha messo 31.000 punti canale. È impossibile, è il totale. Che a Giove ha bettato 31.000 punti canale sul ragno. Giove è andato veramente all-in, veramente committato il signor Giove. 10 secondi e chiude. Poi vediamo Mohamed. Ce lo facciamo vedere prima che Mohamed. Vediamo.
Then the mantis gambles on a full frontal assault.
Aspetta, Affable, che tanto molto poco devo scendere. Oh!
As tactics go, it's not what you'd call inspired. The mantis finds its slender body bent over backwards,
Ma è
gripped
normale.
in a killer clench.
Ma è 3 volte tanto.
With no referee to call break, the huntsman's fangs plunge like daggers into
Ragazzi,
the mantis thorax.
vi dirò. Mi ha rotto il culo.
The mantis refuses to throw in the towel, biting and grabbing its opponent's pedipalp with a sharp-toothed arm.
The spider is going to be in real trouble
Yeah,
if it
Affable
manages
col
to
primo
rip
mese.
its pedipalps off. So it's injecting venom as fast as it possibly can.
Grazie al supporto, secondo me sei il benvenuto dei cani cane,
this
Il
final
mese più
struggle
importante sul
might be
canale è
a
Scary.
great display of courage in the face of certain death, but I'm afraid it's too little, too late.
Sto facendo finta di essere morta, ma prima non gli ha
This
ammesso.
former champion won't be getting off the canvas.
Eh,
It's down for the count permanently.
sta fa finta, eh. Brava però, GG va mantide. GG per ragno. Allora, mo tra poco devo scendere che c'è un momento, se no muove nessuno. Fa, scendo.
Counting down at number 9. When a tiger beetle confronts a raspy cricket, the end will be violent.
Ok, mettiamo questa, sembra più Face up. Mo scendo, se no Mohamed poi rompe le palle. Allora, chi vince? Che era un cricket che ha detto?
Speak cricket. Number 9. When a tiger beetle confronts a raspy cricket.
Tiger beetle, che è tipo una... Allora, facciamo tiger, così lo capite, e cricket. E grillo, via. Vi do 2 minuti per bettare, ragazzi, se volete, eh. Potete bettare. Io intanto scendo che sono Mohamed e me non rompo i coglioni. Intanto bettate, vi metto questi mimini, così potete poi i mimini. Vedete. E poi torniamo a un pochino. E poi si va di là di nuovo. Anche la testa attaccata. Votate se vince chi vince le due. Io scendo.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Baby, don't hit me up, tryna finish it up. Maybe I can use a little more time. Give me it's right here, gotta keep all the bends. Wishing I could take a sip and rewind. Gotta put on quite the show.
The Massachusetts state flowers in full bloom.
What's that?
Oh, that's the Venus car trap.
Oh my god.
I can't even see the base of it. This
Oh, his mouth.
Look at him.
Man, I gotta use the bathroom. What's going on in here?
What are you doing out here? Eating what?
Crack your mirrors, just fucking flip this shit around, and bam, you got a full view of the whole fucking road. You want to race?
Wow, you're dramatic. Are you kidding? I'm using it.
Give everybody shots! Turn down!
I think this is a man's watch.
I got a juicer. Oh. So now I can just like put my fucking fucking just put my balls in here, just...
Different from the shuttle. You know, the Soyuz is a bit more like... Sorry. Now, you know, you've got the space station right up there that...
La chat prima stavo leggendo che qualcuno ha detto spero per il meteorito o cose del genere. Ragazzi, ragazzi, mi raccomando, non spoilerate il video. La piotta sta piottando mentre fai la madame.
Diga.
Grazie per il sub e benvenuto alle cagne di cane.
Se Barbo è benvenuto nelle cagne di cane.
Pocinio.
Mamen, ho sentito che ti stai preoccupando per la
Hazle así, mira. Hazle. Hazle pues.
Signor Barbo, ma che scammato.
Ti amo, beso.
Grazie del supporto, Sir Barberi, benvenuto nelle cagne di cane, sir.
Che bonito.
Ma quale scammato? Tier 3, 64 mesi di fila. Welcome back.
Dale, muévete.
Un bel fusti. E ci siamo. Del Barbo, welcome back. Le bette sono state chiuse. Vediamo un po'. Vediamo chi vince. Secondo me vince quell'altro. Il cricket come fa a vincere?
The tiger beetle runs down prey and rips it to shreds.
Tiger beetles are scary. Huge jaws, really big jaws. About 10% of their body size.
It's also the world's fastest insect, clocked at 3 miles per hour.
3 miglia per ora.
The human equivalent would be 30 miles per hour. But this manic killer isn't the only bug hunter in the desert. The female raspy cricket is also fast and ferocious. And like the tiger beetle, she has a voracious appetite.
The raspy cricket is one of the most active predatory insects out there, and it'll attack any other invertebrate it can find.
But up against the tiger beetle, will those jaws...
Cioè, letteralmente se lo mangia vivo, guarda. Non è ancora ammazzato. Lo sta già a mangiare. What the fuck, dude?
Against the tiger beetle, will those jaws be enough? The tiger beetle has speed and crushing, slicing mandibles. The raspy cricket is also fast and retaliates with formidable mouthparts. Which assailant will remain in one piece? The tiger beetle spots the cricket. It pounces, locking down its mandibles. The cricket tries to escape. Then the cricket counters with a bite.
Questa è una posizione porno.
The beetle retreats, but it's not out of the fight. It charges back in and grabs hold of the cricket's tail. It's now a tug of war to the death. The tiger beetle's powerful mandibles inflict a devastating bite to the cricket's abdomen.
Gli sta favorendo job.
It's followed up by a lethal bite to the neck. Life drains from the cricket as the victor begins to feed.
They've got scissors that are cutting up the prey and mashing it up.
GG.
And then they've got a base which acts to...
Però il cricket già stava a fare,
A tiger beetle eats like it hunts. Fast.
Era vicino, Ma volete fare tutte le bet così? O ce lo vediamo e basta? Volete fare un'altra bettina? Dai, facciamo l'ultima, Se partecipate almeno in 50 o in 60 totale, le rifacciamo. Se partecipate in 60 totale, le rifacciamo. Chi vince? Paper Wasp, quindi Vespa o Formica Verde. Avete 2 minuti per bettare. Se in totale bettate in 50, le rifacciamo, se no no. Vai. Mo vi danno anche le caratteristiche, guardate.
When a green ant army marches against a swarm of paper wasps, it's a battle worthy of the big screen.
Green ant colonies are generally spread around a dozen trees that might contain up to 150 nests, with 100,000 to 500,000 ants total, all of which will risk life and limb to protect the colony.
Every one of these workers comes equipped with weapons of war. Serrated mandibles that cut and crush. Green ants also deploy chemical weaponry. Formic acid that burns organic tissue, sprays from their abdomens. If that weren't bad enough, they swarm over a victim, literally biting it to death.
They become like this unstoppable organic plasma that can deter any predator, whether it's coming from the ground or the air.
Beneath this treetop bunker, with its elite soldiers, lives a colony of paper wasps.
Ma è una colonia contro una colonia.
In a skirmish, they use their aerial maneuverability like a weapon. They also wield heavy artillery at the front and big guns at the rear.
Unlike bees that can only sting once, these wasps can sting repeatedly.
Nature is fickle. One unfortunate windstorm can smash one bug civilization up against another without warning. Now it's war. Next, the top 10 continues with carnage on a bug battleground. Then, coming in at number 7, claws versus jaws. And later, a deadly ninja meets a destroyer in disguise.
Minchia, gli hanno temate le pubblicità. Le hanno temate.
The top 10 countdown continues as a tree branch, home to a green ant colony, is flung against a paper wasp nest. War is declared. Green tree ants attack with serrated mandibles, stings, and formic acid. Paper wasps dispense multiple stings with aerial maneuverability. Which bug nation will survive this war? Wasps mobilize their airborne troops. Gangs of green ants swarm over individual wasps. Without the ants' superior teamwork, the wasps are at a disadvantage. But one-on-one, a larger wasp overpowers a single ant. But in ant battle tactics, strength lies in numbers. Individual wasps are pinned down, sprayed with formic acid, and bitten ferociously. But now the wasps retaliate. Mounting a concerted airborne attack, they breach the ants' headquarters
Però la salsa non è quella,
and
non è
begin carrying
mostrata,
off the ant brood.
è tipo quella Caesar. Infatti mi piace.
Under the onslaught, green ants scurry to save their young. It's carnage. The wasps' superior airborne maneuverability and their preemptive strike on the ant's nest tips the balance. They overcome their assailants. Defeated, the green ants sound the retreat to start a new life in another part of the forest.
Quindi ha vinto le formiche. Chi cazzo ha vinto?
The green, their assailants, sound the retreat. Defeated, the green ants sound the retreat.
Ah no, hanno perso le formiche, hanno vinto le
a
vespe.
new life
I
in
le vespe,
another
oh.
part of the forest.
Freshwater Crab e Tiger Leech.
At number 7, when a freshwater crab and a tiger leech bump heads,
Anche una
there
sanguisuga.
are
Che è?
no soft options. The combatants in this top 10 clash share the same problem.
Sembra tipo un verme, sanguisuga.
The freshwater crab is a shameless scavenger, feeding on the recently dead or anything too weak to fight. Like a knight in shell-hard armor, the freshwater crab's body and legs are safe from all but the most extreme assault. But the freshwater crab's major weapon is its claws.
It's with these claws that they're able to do everything. They can grab prey or potential predators. They can tear things apart.
But patrolling the freshwater pond is a devastating opponent. The tiger leech. It doesn't feed on the dead. It sucks life from the living.
Come fa questa a mangiarsi il granchio?
The posterior sucker attaches to its victims with an almost unbreakable grip. Up at the head, the anterior sucker does the real damage. It's all mouth, with tiny razor-sharp jaws.
Once they bite a prey, they hold on with a combination of suction and mucus. They also inject an anti-clotting enzyme to keep the wound from closing up and slowing down their feeding.
But what happens when it goes head-to-head with the freshwater crab? The tiger leech attacks with gripping suckers and razor-sharp jaws. The freshwater crab relies on heavy armor and sharp, crushing claws.
Questo è interessante.
Which one will make a meal of the other? It's feeding time in the pond, and any creature is fair game. The crab backs off.
Il granchio si è fatto una cazzata, mi sa.
But the leech is back. It searches for the crab's Achilles heel. And finally finds access to the soft flesh. The jaws clearly visible. The leech starts to suck the crab dry from the inside.
This is bad news. The crab is able to defend itself really well in the front of its body, but behind, it can't get its pinchers. It can't get its legs behind it.
The leech sucks the life out of the crab.
When the tiger leech drilled through the crab's carapace, the crab began losing all its fluids.
Emptied of its body fluids, the crab draws its last breath.
Ma il crab è ancora vivo.
and is consigned to a watery grave.
Ma due è cattivissimo.
At number 6, when a trapjaw
Giunco, ma non mi fanno
falls
schifo.
in with a ravenous
Io sono sempre stato
antlion,
affascinato dagli animali.
the earth opens up. The antlion loves the sand. Better still, it loves moving
Poi andiamo a giocare a LOL,
sand.
Vediamo questo e andiamo a giocare a LOL. Poi
It's the
vedo, ci
key
vediamo alla fine
of
della stream.
terraforming. Just a quarter inch long, it can transform landscapes overnight. Burrowing in backwards, the antlion creates a pit by flicking up sand from a central hole.
Digital join.
What they're doing
Questa va un po'
is
lenta,
they're
sì, ma questa sta
actually
sotto la sabbia,
digging
no?
a cone-shaped pit.
Victims simply stumble in and never leave.
Ah, questo l'avevo già visto. Signor
Not
Polaccone!
far from the antlion sand trap. Another
21 mesi Twitch Family, benvenuto alle canne cane, Sir Polak, welcome
a
back.
trapjaw ant.
3 mesi al nuovo Beige Scary.
Its spring-loaded jaws lock open at 180 degrees, like a crossbow. Then, on contact, they slam shut.
Mazza
These
che...
jaws are the speeding bullets.
Queste fanno male pure a noi, raga.
They are literally the fastest moving body part of any animal. They snap shut at 100
Cioè queste fanno male pure a noi.
miles an hour.
Next, the jaws of death.
Siamo
face
next,
their
boh.
ultimate test.
Finiamo di vedere questo e poi...
Then, more top 10 bug battles. Dead. In top 10 bug battle number 6, trapjaw ants are on the hunt. But lying in wait are deadly antlions. The trapjaws attack and trap.
Ok, più grosse c'è tutte cose, vai, go.
Antlion pits. Part sinkhole and part
Perché le fa cadere dentro. Guarda, è pazzesco comunque.
bury bugs alive.
Cioè, mo sembra una cazzata. Questi quando nascono non insegna nessuno a fare così. Agli insetti, no? Lo capiscono da soli.
When the ant tries to escape, the antlion showers sand from below.
È istinto. Noi questo istinto mica ce l'abbiamo comunque.
The antlion has locked on, pulling its victim down. Those huge trap jaws are useless. And from below, the antlion has already begun sucking its victim's insides out.
Pazzesco. Vestito occupare le lettere di tua madre.
The trap jaw disappears without a trace.
Sei quando il team di Drag Down. No, Giove. Pazzesco. Io ho solo istinti omicidi. Non so se... non credo di dover seguire il mio istinto. Allora, che minuto siamo? Ci vediamo a fine live se vi va. Minuto 20 e 20. Potete salvare direttamente il timing. Com'è che si faceva? Condividi.